Isaiah 19 verses 1 through 4, idols, sorcerers, mediums, necromancers. Don't be like Egypt in times of trouble. But first, please help my humble channel to grow. Like, subscribe, share, comment, any combination thereof. Why? Because you're beautiful on the inside and on the outside. That's why. An oracle concerning Egypt. Now I believe oracle means an utterance or a prophecy of the Lord. Behold, the Lord is riding on a swift cloud and comes to Egypt. And the idols of Egypt will tremble at his presence, and the heart of the Egyptians will melt within them. And I will stir up Egyptians against Egyptians, and they will fight each against another, and each against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of the Egyptians within them will be emptied out, and I will confound their counsel, and they will inquire of the idols and the sorcerers and the mediums and the necromancers, and I will give over the Egyptians into the hand of a hard master, and a fierce king will rule over them, declares the Lord of hosts. See how they in times of trouble, and look who they went to: idols, sorcerers, mediums, and necromancers. Necromancers primarily communicate with the dead, right? Like your dead relatives or something. Great grandmama, we need a word from her. That kind of thing. And many of you beautiful born again TIs are doing the same thing. You have turned to spiritism or occult practices. You talk a good Christian talk, but you turn to apocryphal texts, false prophets, all kinds of stuff, and not to God's word and not to the Lord. Let us not be like the Egyptians in times of trouble, because God's word says he was going to judge them and make it hard for them. One wise TI, born-again believer, said that if you know the Lord, and if you have placed your life in his hand, that this targeting is not that big of a deal. And beautiful born-again TIs, that is true. Get to know the Lord. That's becoming more and more true for me. You get to know the Lord by tithing 10% and up, give sacrificially and generously unto the poor. Don't use being a TI as a reason not to give. Use it as a reason to give. And then seek God by tithing your time, like 2 hours and 24 minutes a day. And that's prayer in God's word, praising him, and fasting. All right, God bless.